Yes. David is.
Marlene said she can't understand. Mhm. Marlene said that she can't understand what you're saying when you're talking. Oh, he wasn't doing his pushy talky.
My bad, dog. I wasn't doing
Sophie,
pussy
did
talk.
you just update your fucking profile picture?
But
So
that
I'm
was
gonna
kind of
hear his
explaining
entire
the character.
backstory.
There's this.
He wasn't giving backstory. We were just talking about Spawn.
It's what
Oh, okay,
inspired
okay.
the character. Yeah.
No, we're waiting for you so that
But I
because
got
this
it
is like
figured out.
important stuff. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right. No, you're good. We were waiting for you to get it figured out so stream could hear everyone's backy stories.
Well, I appreciate
Well, then in
that.
that
Thank you.
case, well, yeah,
Okay.
we'll pull it back in and we'll start with Celesta. Go
Say
around
hi
the
to
group.
Max, everyone, real quick.
What up, Max?
Hi, Max.
And then we will. Yeah. We'll start with Celesta. Go around the group, and Colleen will have you go last.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so my villain character, I'm sure it'll be easy to connect her to each of you because she is a notoriously ruthless bounty hunter. Goes by the name Anais Whippoorwill, with two magical pistols. Not much is known about her, except that she calls herself the right hand of fate. And she considers herself a force of nature comparable to death.
Yes.
And that's all I say.
Snaps.
All right, Sid, do you want to go?
Is it just background, or I'm not saying like what classes or anything? Am I?
First off, remember to do push to talk, and then second, you guys
But
can
my
reveal
thing's-
as much or as
My thing's
little
not push to
information.
talk. I just have myself unmuted.
Well, okay, then
Yeah.
just remember to unmute yourself. You guys can reveal as much or as little information as you want.
Okay.
Especially being villainous people, you may not want to let people know too much.
Okay. Okay. Right. So it's fine. Well, part of my story, I don't. Okay, I think it's fine. I don't think I want to keep it a secret.
Don't make it feel that.
So my girl's name is Allura. She's a siren, which I'll have to talk to you about because technically she's a Triton, but also I have a homebrew siren thing. It literally doesn't do anything extra. She's just a siren. Like race wise. She's kind of like a seductress assassin, and the way that she plays into the political aspect of everything is I'm pretty sure I'm going to have her working for Vibaris, and she lures very powerful men on the side of the light. She used to just lure men to like steal for like money and stuff, or if it's just someone that she wants dead. But she kind of got like Vibaris's eye caught her and was like, "This bitch is really good at her job. I kind of want to hire her." And so yeah, now she lures very powerful men to either get information out of them or kill them just in general. And she also is gay.
Yes.
It's just important to her storyline because she just like she only kills men. Like she doesn't really kill women. Like it's just men.
So if I throw a feminine knight at you, would she fight them?
If she's okay, if she gets fought, like if someone's trying to attack her, she's gonna. But like her missions are for powerful men.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not that she will never kill a woman. If a woman's coming at her, she's like, "Oops, off!" Like come
These
at
hands
me.
are rated E for everyone.
Yeah, she's a siren, so she's like rogue bard, so she's very good with being stealthy, and it's kind of like the whole like, oh, like seductress, blah blah blah. All of a sudden, her hands around your neck, and then slit throat, and then dead. Yeah, but she's pretty cool, pretty slay, little fish lady.
Are you doing assassin for your subclass for rogue?
I think so. Yeah. it wouldn't let me do assassin, but I'm gonna rework it.
I can help you guys do like the actual, like
Because on
the
D&D
paperwork
Beyond right now
side,
she's a thief because it didn't have assassin on there for some reason.
because you have to have other books for
Yeah.
that. Which, yeah, unless
No,
you want
I'll
to pay
fix
an
it.
exorbitant amount of money, don't use D&D Beyond. Just use a fillable PDF sheet and then go on the Googles and then figure stuff out.
I was
It makes
just
it a lot easier.
doing a point blank like fast thing, you know.
If you need something that'll help you do that. Excel stuff. That's what I've been using.
Sophie, I know that you've been kind of like brainstorming, but you've also been busy. That is all good. We can move back to you at another. Oh, you have? I thought you said I haven't. So I was like, oh, all right. Well, then you go ahead and shoot.
Okay. All right. So, my character's name is Axia, and she is an aerogenicized storm sorcerer. Her story is that she grew up in an elemental, city in the High Plains called Kael'Run, and lived totally peaceful life. Kind of felt like the ruler of her city was unjust, but she never did much about it. Well, there was this broken elemental spirit that was dying that possessed her, and its name is Amaxis. And it's filled with this rage and evil energy. And since then, she's completely switched, and her persona is now trying to basically take over all the like floating lands. So, right now, in that city, she is the sovereign and ruler. And this spirit basically can sometimes take over in rage, and basically she can control the weather. So once this spirit takes over, she can lose track of time and wake up and cause destruction that she might not even know about. So
That's
thanks. So.
I like that. That's real cool.
We have Enchantress. Yeah.
Oh, hey. Yeah. You know the DC hero type thing, Enchantress? Papa Goo.
Papa Goo.
I was saying that today, and then every time I said it, I got yelled at. I'm like, y'all don't get it.
I said it at work today, and a customer looked at me confused, but I think I successfully passed the bit on to another person. I was like, hold on, I need the Papa Goog real quick.
I don't even remember where I first saw it.
Your prophetic dreams.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Evan, go ahead and introduce us to your deity of fucking chaos.
Yeah, okay. So for this character, the entire concept is he's a revenant. So he had died, and he's a warlock, a hexblade warlock, and his weapon essentially is possessed by a deity or something from the Shadowfell, is what it's called. And he's back from the dead, and his only goal is to get retribution for his untimely and unjust death. And that's pretty much it. He's a hexblade warlock, like I said. In his past life, he doesn't remember any of his past. All he knows is his former name, the person who wronged him, and his goal is that. That's all he knows. But he doesn't use his former name anymore. He just goes by Mystic. That's all he'll say to people. People ask who he is. That's his name.
Mystic's such a good state name.
So yeah, that's my warlock.
Live, laugh, love, warlock. Snaps, snaps.
Snaps for the chat. Snaps in the chat.
All right, Nacholis.
All right, so I am playing a Warforged Berserker Barbarian named Gronk, and he is a behemoth standing at 6'8", 300 pounds of iron and gold. With I want to make blue eyes, but I mean red eyes just fit the villain aesthetic better.
You could always do red when he goes into a rage.
That makes sense.
It's always
And
Warforged Barbarian. It's red eyes, eye angry.
True. So he was okay. Before going to like full backstory, how long was Vibaris like reigning as the king?
Vivarus's reign as like a good king before he was like corrupted by darker forces. What? I'm sorry, Sydney's laughing at my dog being a goober. Vivarus's reign as like a benevolent king was about like 300 to 400 years.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay.
He is elvish, so he been around.
Gotcha.
Oh.
But how long was he evil? Yeah, like
He's been evil for about a year. You guys were thrown in pretty dang quickly. It's like revolution happened. Couple months went by, the light appeared, people started flocking in pilgrimages, and then our other campaign started.
okay.
And now here, we're going to be starting, I'd say, about a month before where we left off in our current one. So I'd say when you guys are like at the village with like the night creatures and things, right after you met Vivarus in person.
Okay. So in Gronk was created about, let's say, 25 years ago. No one who is alive today knows exactly when he was created, so his age is kind of iffy. Created originally just as a bodyguard for Vivarus, and then over the years, as he went crazier and crazier, started sending me and the other ones that he created off to do more dangerous, sadistic missions. Because, you know, he basically made our directive to have no morals. Just follow orders.
Go beat up that cabbage guy for the 15th time.
Yes. And so, yeah.
Did you all go under there?
I think that's about it.
I already have so many gears turning just from like actually like hearing the stories in person. So that's fine.
Also, kind of want to make it to where, like, instead of like an actual rage where he gets angry, it's more of just like battle mode, kind of.
Yeah.
Like
a program switch.
Yes.
Okay. I can work with this.
And like maybe like transformer kind of style, like vents open up because like his gears like go into overdrive and
Some
steam tunnel kind of thing, like let off steam literally.
Ooh, that could be cool.
Max wants to know if
What
he
if he-
steams when he's mad.
Does he steam when he's mad?
He doesn't get mad.
He is a
He has
logical
he has no emotions, basically. He's just a machine created to follow Vivarus's orders.
Word.
I like this. I have ideas.
It's like Spider-Man 2, like activate kill mode.
All right. I think with that, we will pass it on to Colleen, and then I'm gonna kind of set up the first session so that you guys can get ideas, and then we're gonna go around and do how you guys all know each other and do like the connections and things like that.
Okie
Yes,
dokie.
she's trying to get. Here you go. I got you.
So my character, you guys get the whole spiel because I can't keep secrets. So, my character, her name now is Morgana, but her name used to be just Morgan, and she was a cleric in a village, and she had a mentor named Esther, who she was like her cleric mentor, and she studied healing and everything like that. And she was childhood friends with a boy named Marcus, and they were like inseparable growing up. But Marcus was a lot more adventurous than Morgan, and he wanted glory in like Vivarus's army. That was always his like greatest ambition. So as they grew older, Marcus kind of started getting like more like set on this path, and he became crueler and more ambitious. And eventually he told Morgan, he's like, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to the king's court. You should come with me." And she's like, "No, you're kind of psycho. You go, I'm staying here." So he left, and like many years go by, she becomes a stronger cleric. She begins healing more. But then she starts seeing like strange sicknesses and like cursed wounds and things like that, like overtake people in the village. She doesn't really know what that's about. And this is like around the same time that Vibaris is like turning evil. So you can connect those dots. And one day she's minding her own business and Marcus shows up at her door, and like at least like probably like 5 or 6 years have gone by at this point. And he's like, "Hey, you should come join the king's army with me. I learned a lot of knowledge there. I gained a lot of power. You need to come join." And again, she turns him away. She says, "No, I don't want this. You seem different. I don't agree with any of this." And she sends him away. She goes to bed later that night, and then she gets like kidnapped by him. And he takes her, and he like basically like takes her apart and like puts her back together like Frankenstein style. He starts replacing like her limbs and things like that with those of like fallen soldiers from the army. He like replaces her eyes and her tongue and just stuff like that, and reforms her basically. So now she's a reborn tiefling. And instead of a cleric, he makes her sign a warlock pact, and she gets the Pact of the Genie. So that what that basically does is it lets her she has a journal that she can like, that's like her genie lamp basically. She can like enter into the journal, and since that she's been like basically killed and remade, her pieces of her life are just like in fragments, so she'll try to like go into them through the journal, but it's like her genie lamp basically. And when she got rebuilt by Marcus, he sold her to service of the king. So now she's like a soldier there, and she doesn't really have like, she's kind of like mind-addled and kind of tied to Marcus in a way, so she doesn't really like have another choice but to like serve the king. And while she like has like no, he renamed her Morgana because he's like, I'm gonna name her something evil, but he's stupid and just added an A to her name. And she basically, she serves, she does what she has to, but like deep down she knows she like wants revenge.
Are you also giving because you think she serves?
Yeah, she does serve.
That's what I thought. Oh,
That's a classic.
I love you guys' characters so much. You're all gonna be such assholes.
Real quick, can everybody just check Evan's profile picture on Discord now?
What the hell?
Evan updated his profile picture.
A long time ago. That's the corn dog.
That's all it is.
That's
Oh, really? I didn't notice. I thought that was like a family photo of you.
That's me being a breaded glizzy. Nothing new there. Breaded glizzy.
That's my rap name.
Breaded glizzy.
God dang it. Well, my initial idea for starting this campaign off was your guys meeting with Vibaris and then choosing to not give him mercy, removing his legs, and him then going, "All right, fuck y'all." He then goes to recruit some very, very useful assets. Very useful assets. Not to necessarily hunt you down, but to make your lives hell and to impede everything you're trying to do. And this is what he has come to these 6 individuals with. He's like, I have a task for you. I think this would be perfect for each of your individual skills. I need you to destabilize the army of light. I need you to kill those that mean the most to them and to raise as many villages to add to my armies so that we can conquer them. And that would kind of be your guys' basis, because this is going to be a lot more freeform and player driven. Because plotting and scheming is the most fun thing about villainy.
So 1 week we're gonna make our shit harder for us than next week.
Yeah, 1 week you guys are going to be kind of fucking over yourselves the next week.
God
That was
damn.
the whole behind this.
There's so many layers to this character. I just can't say shit because you know, but dude. And what you just said too with that interaction. I just sent shit in DM about it, but oh my god. This is gonna get one.
Pun intended, I've got a bullet in the gun that he's well aware of, and I'm fully anticipating it.
Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, dude. I was like, wait a fucking second. I didn't even think about that either.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I mean,
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I was playing chess.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh wait a minute. That's why that happened. So there's gonna oh man. Sheesh.
So are we going back to hero immediately next week, or are we going into villain and then hero?
We are going to keep chugging on villains. I'm planning for at least like 4 or 5 sessions straight of villainy. Because heroes, we have you guys going off. You are dropped in like the wilds where there are like giant animals and all sorts of crazy shit. And even the earth itself is trying to kill you. And you just want to go see some mermaids. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to make you guys wait for the mermaids a little bit longer.
This is the price we pay for our beach episode.
This is the price you pay, yes. But 4 or 5, depending on like how far you guys go, if you guys end up doing some like crazy stuff, or if I need a little bit of extra prep time, hey, I might be like, we're gonna switch over to the like the Vagabonds campaign, the fun one, the heroic one. Well, this one's also gonna be fun, but different. Yeah, sunshine and rainbows versus doom and gloom, and also probably copious amounts of blood and murder. But
oh my.
I am going to run the dog out real quick, and I'm going to give you guys time to brainstorm how you all met each other. Let's see, she's been lying.
Oh, did you hear Jack?
I'm still going to be on call, so if you guys want, you can just turn on like one microphone, and I'll kind of like talk into it, because I'm still going to be able to hear you.
Let's mute him.
I also forgot to say, my character, her heart was replaced with one of like a fallen soldier, so that's why she's like, she has to follow orders.
Since most of us are hired killers, I think it'll be easy to go like this, like, hey, I know you've done job with that.
I do. Wait, talking about why did I just forget Sydney's name? But you and Sydney's characters are both hired like assassins.
Yeah, bounty hunter.
You would know each other.
Someone hires me like, hey, go kill this guy. Okay, I got it.
Since we all know each other, I just realized with the given information, my guy will be.
Also, whose phone are you guys going to be using for the microphone so I can unmute? You're going to do Evan?
I could just I'll put the chat.
We'll unmute you.
Now I can hear you.
I didn't think about this. He'll be the newest member of the team because he's only been resurrected for a little bit.
My girl just straight up is in Vibaris's army. Like, she's one of the soldiers.
There we go. I had to turn off push to talk because I keep on forgetting to do it. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff. My guy's undead and just wants vengeance, so he's going to be kicking it with you guys, doing whatever to accomplish that. That's for sure.
Wait, how did you die again?
I can't tell you.
Evan, you and I are kind of twinning. You're undead and I'm reborn.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
I thought it'd be funny if there was someone in the group that I killed.
Yeah.
Then I was like, that's why I was like, how did you die? You're a man.
Shit. Yeah, I can't say anything about how I died, who killed me, or any details about that, honestly. But it's fucked. That's all I'll say.
You're so much stronger than me. I yap about everything.
I would say, what if Mystic literally just doesn't remember any details of it, and he just has this drive and like this hole in his soul. He's like, I know where I need to go, and I know I need to kill some dude, but I don't know where it is or who it is or
Yeah.
why.
So the thing with revenants too is whenever they're like brought back, usually their goal, like canonically, is to seek said vengeance or accomplish a goal so that they can actually rest. Finally, it's a restless spirit is what a revenant's kind of described as.
And they get attacked by bears a lot,
Oh man,
right?
damn, I didn't see that. I don't know.
Great movie, great reference. You get a point.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's really good.
Gronk gets a
I've just
point.
got it.
First point of the campaign.
Well, that was Leonardo
I'm
DiCaprio.
drowning myself in this puddle.
Max said 2 of them met via Tinder, the situationship that still follows you.
No, but his whole goal is basically his weapon is something like it's from the Shadowfell and it resurrects him, and his whole goal is to Hexblades, their weapons. It's not like a pact where they can just serve a deity and have it imbued with power. The weapon itself is sentient, so it's his weapon is alive and guides him to do everything that he's doing right now. It's like there's an ominous presence from it. It's called the Shadowfell, and what that would do is basically guide Mystic to complete his task always. And the thing with Revenants too, they're always aware of like the location of their goal. They may not be able to go there. But it says Revenants are capable of like they know where the person who killed them is at all times. They're always aware of it, unless they're on a different plane of existence or something like that. Like
I'd say you're not going to get that ability since you're not a stat block revenant, but I'm going to give you like little like pulls towards it, like big hints. Like you guys are going to be much more powerful story wise in this, and I'm going to be helping a lot more because even though in stories the gods don't usually favor the bad guys, it seems like they always have like a plan and they're always prepared.
Yeah. Okay. Bet.
What is everyone's weapons?
I think I have a Okay, hear me out. I have a crossbow, right? Crossbow. Crossbow.
I got
But I looked at the bottom, and I thought it would be funny if one of my weapons was a whip.
Fitting. Especially with the character you described, that's a fitting.
Exactly. That's why I was like,
squid
I
launcher.
think squid launcher. Oh my god, wouldn't it be cool? Oh, I need to talk to Jaeger about that. Wait, Jaeger, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you. I'm going to be very generous because you guys aren't going to have. Well, I'm not saying, oh, I am like a benevolent, but you guys are starting at level 10. So I think it would be more than reasonable that you would have additional weapons. Because if anything,
think
hey,
my
you
whip-
killed a guy that had a whip.
I think my whip would be cool if it had the same ability as a stinger on a stingray.
Oh.
You could just have it do like poison damage or like damage over time, and it's like you have a certain amount of barbs in it type deal. Like a cat o' nine
A barbed
tails.
whip. You put a little Steve Irwin on that thing.
Dude.
And he loses 30 points.
Dude. Hey! I had to.
Damn.
My girl has
I'm gonna
2
push to talk so I
sickles,
can be.
death
I'm
from Puss
wet.
in Boots style.
Oh, like a rapier is your weapon?
No, sickle. That's why I said sickle.
Sickles.
You silly.
I got the call by accident, so I missed everything you just said.
I said no, my weapons are sickles. That's why I said sickle.
Ah, okay.
We don't have our listening ears.
Like lightning bolt, like from Percy Jackson.
Oh fuck yeah!
That's
Oh.
so sick.
That's fucking fly.
Oh fucking
Dude, my character's about to slay.
Yeah, let's go.
Gronk uses a halberd.
I'm
It's
making
gonna be a
picture of
sick-ass
my girl as if
don't
she was a
worry.
butch lesbian.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna straight up gonna be dual wielding pistols.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Mystic's weapon is a staff actually that is alive now, but it was his staff in his former life.
Wait, Celessa, what's your character's name?
Anais Whippoorwill.
Oh, guys, reach for Anais' gun. That's gonna be the new bit.
It has
Voices
happened
told
once
me to
before.
reach for
That's
the
part of the
mercenary's
backstory.
gun. Khonshu
Yeah,
told me to
but-
reach for your firearm.
Guys, if we ever want to have like if our characters ever want to have like a little party, I can bring people into my journal with me. I can like if we ever want to have like a game night, our characters.
During grass session.
Druid grass session sounds lit.
Hey,
I
you're
have a
gonna be
feeling there's
having to
gonna
go on
be
a
a
druid
druid
grass withdrawal for this campaign.
Alright, Jaeger's back. I'll mute him real quick.
I like your background pictures, the candy.
Oh yeah, Cleo. I need to update it, get Zaza in there too. I didn't even name him. That was my dipshit ass old roommate Nate. But it was a fitting name for him. It really was.
Max said someone's gonna claim they have no Uno and combat is gonna start.
It'll be me.
I have
You
the
have
oldest
Uno!
genie lamp known to man.
I got it day one.
Everyone's Uno shifter you got for free on your fucking Xbox.
So we got fun talk about like weapons, things like that. But
We did kind of glaze over how we'd all meet or know each other.
yeah, since a lot of you are just kind of like hired swords and stuff, that's a pretty easy one to do. But do we want to do easy or do we want to do fun?
I was gonna make a joke that like, cause there was some undead people, and I was like, wait, how did you die? And he's like, I can't tell you that. And I was like, damn. I was like, you're a man, so I thought that'd be easy.
It wasn't you. No, I'll tell you that much.
I don't know, but my connections.
Oh, you're wet, Jasper.
You're a sorcerer, you said, right?
Yeah, but my connection to the bars would be through the receiver. So yeah, because I speak Draconic, and I think it would be some sort of alliance for me to gain further power in, the floating lands.
Like that.
The floating lands.
The floating lands.
All I can say is my villain character's gonna fucking hate Vivaris. Rightfully
Sophia,
so.
you said that
Fair.
you're like a ruler, right?
Yeah.
I could just be like my character was like before she got reborn, before she got turned into Morgana, because I said that she just like was a cleric in an unspecified village. It could be a village like in your kingdom.
Yeah, we could be like from the same city.
Yeah.
But I'm not rude.
I was gonna say you guys could have gone through that and you could have seen their descent into this and like had like the entity taking over and them going from like, oh, however they were before, probably more like kind, loving, whatever, and then the voices.
The voices.
I said that since at one point in time I was the personal bodyguard for Vivaris. Because I forgot to mention this in my backstory, but I am the last of my group.
The last of that particular
Basically,
one.
there started out at 15 of us, and then over the years those numbers just dwindled due to the amount of assassination attempts on Vivaris.
There was also an entire rebellion, so even then it's like there could have been like, the 4 final guard, and then you watched your last 3 brothers fall.
Yes, I am the last of my kind, basically.
He's the last.
What if that's when you unlock the Berserker state of rage? Because then it's essentially like ultra rage.
Yes.
Ooh.
And since I was his last bodyguard, I was by him 24/7 for a long time.
He was like the best model of Warforged made, and that's why he's the last one.
And then, if any one of them had met Vivaris personally, they would recognize me because of, my intimidating stature.
Ooh. Okay, so I'd say that's a pretty easy way to connect Gronk back into everyone.
Gronk.
I'm trying to figure out what would make a Revenant Warlock work with a group of villains. That's the only thing where I'm kind of stumped on. What would tie me to you all?
Well, that drive could easily push you, or like the staff whispering, like, these are good allies. Build a rapport with them. Continue.
I was going to
going.
leave that up to you because it's literally the Shadowfell. For Hexblades, they draw their power from what's called the Shadowfell, and they get it.
Yeah, for both of my warlocks, you guys are going to be working a lot with me because you have built-in backstory. Another great thing about
Who else is a
warlocks.
warlock?
I'm a warlock.
Oh shit. Okay, I missed that.
I
missed that bit.
Yeah, Colleen
Hell
be
yeah.
warlocking it up because I convinced him to try out my favorite class. One of Eldritch Blast. Hell
No,
yeah.
I'm doing
no,
it
actually,
because I said I hate warlocks, so I'm like, I can't hate without giving them a chance.
And a little bit of bullying. I
That's
want to
one-
take some credit.
Colleen's character is probably the only one that could like probably tether me to the group. Now I think about it. We're both kind of reborn, undead. You know what I mean? We
Oh,
both
that's kind of cool. Both the warlocks are dead.
came back from something. Like we were something before, and we're worse now.
Maybe we met at a undead
At a bar,
anonymous
at a
meeting.
brothel. An undead brothel.
Undead brothel. Sydney loses another point.
I lose another point. I was referencing the other campaign. Thank you very much.
We both met at EBA, Eldritch Blast Anonymous.
Great. That was beautiful.
Evan gets a point. That was good. That was almost on level with the you look like a bag of holding.
That was good.
Still one of the best D&D jokes I've ever heard. Okay, so let's see. We have... Oh, this is easy for me to set up like in the physical world because to my left I have our hired gun and voice/knife/whip. In front of me I have a diplomat, a ruler, and a storm sorceress. To my right I have Captain Murder McGee, Captain Decapitate, Stab, or Bonk, because halberds are a versatile weapon. And then in my head, I have one warlock. And that's what the voices sound like. And then I have both of you guys. Okay. Yeah, I think we have at least semi-decent connections for everyone, because you all would have met Vibaris at some point at least. So then you would all know Gronk, and you all would have at least met then. Beforehand, what if you had summoned for some killers, and at different points, each of them had shown up, and we had, oh, cool, you've worked with these assassins before, you know they're effective, you know they're good, whatever, even in their earlier days. Maybe you knew, ooh, since you worked with the ruler, she would have helped in the resurrection of Mystic.
Oh wait, who worked with the ruler?
Me.
Whoa! I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're a ruler, and they work with the ruler.
I thought you said you worked with the
Or
deceiver.
the betrayer, the deceiver. Yeah.
Okay, god damn, okay. Not the good one.
Oh, you worked with the deceiver? Okay.
The deceiver, yeah. So my brain went dragon, and I was like, yes, ruler, and then I just filled in ruler a second time. Yes, the deceiver. She would have helped in raising Mystic. And then, yeah, Morgana just being in the army. You could be sent anywhere, because Vibaris is like, hey, dude needs help. This little siren's gonna go kill a guy. You just go stand outside of the door as a guard. And he's like, okay.
I just aura farm.
You do. A lot of good villains do. I say as we watched Captain America the Winter Soldier before this. I literally woke up from my nap from Sydney being like, Jaeger, wake up, Pookie Bear's on the screen. He's killing people. And that is what I woke up to from my pre-D&D nap.
You're welcome.
Max has a suggestion.
Oh dear.
It's you gotta do a Thunderbolt style introduction where everyone fights initially.
I had thought about it. I think that could be kind of fun.
Thunderbolts was so
I have
good.
plans. I am going to actively pit you all against each other, because one reason I love DMing is the plotting and scheming and the villainy and shit.
Makes sense too, with villains not being cooperative or like they don't have that admirable like let's work as a team type of mentality. It's like, nah, I'm in it for me. I don't give the
You
damn
all
about
have
the
your
rest of you.
own goals and your own reasons, and the second that I take those away, obviously mostly playing as like Vibaris, hey, he doesn't want you guys to get too powerful. So always keep that in mind. I can't think of really anything else other than straight up stats that I want to rock through. Because we have the like kind of base connections, general ways that you guys know each other.
On top of weapons, what sort of equipment would we have? Anything special or like high level?
When it comes to equipment, we're going to go over that after we get stats and stuff sorted out. And then you guys are going to be getting a generous heap of magic items, quite a few of which will be like consumables. So it's like one and dones, or like maybe 2 or 3 uses for some of them. These weird. Yes, you're going to get some edibles.
Yeah.
It's literally just like a package of goldfish. That's it. Not the
Edibles.
crackers, like the actual fish.
Yeah, edibles be
Oh,
nice.
not Sydney's children.
No. Would that be cannibalism of sorts?
I think so, yes.
Sydney's not listening to me. All right. Well, for our standard stat array for this campaign, I was going to do a 17, 15, 13, 12, 10, 8. So you guys get like a little boost
Okay, what
for
did you
everything.
say? Hold on.
They all repeat that as many times as you need.
Okay,
But
I need to get on my character sheet really quick.
yeah, everyone get your stats pulled up and everything so you're ready to go. I do also have extra character sheets on to table.
Okay, you said 17. All right, cool.
17, 15, 13, 12, 8, and
12, 10.
12, 10. Okay.
Yeah, odd numbers going down from 17 to 13, even from 12
Oh
to
my
8.
god. I already have a plus 11
Oh.
thing.
Okay, yeah, I need to look up something.
Yeah, and with you guys starting at level 10, your proficiency bonus is already going to be rather large. And then if you have expertise, that then doubles it, looking at Sydney.
Yeah. Well, it's because I also have.
And Bard. Oh, you took the 2 like expertise classes. Oh, that's spooky.
Oh yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
Guys, what if I put my head through the table? Chat, is this real?
It's okay. I have a -1
I'm
in strength,
shaking.
so I'm
Is this
squishy.
real?
I'm a little squishy if that helps.
Wait, do it again.
Do what again?
The numbers.
17, 15, 13, 12, 10, 8.
Do the roller. And you said not to do any of the ability score increases yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll chunk through it all together, so then I'm not trying to do like level 6 with you, and then level 2 with Sydney, and then a multi-class, and then jumping to Sophie, and then back to Colleen and everything with that. Just keep it a little bit more.
Can I go ahead and add my racial bonuses?
Yes.
The way I was going to do it is everyone is going to get just a +2 and a +1 from like whatever your species or your race is.
Okay, humans get a +1 to every trait.
Humans get +1 across the board.
Yeah.
And then there's some where it's like, I think there's like a certain kind of dwarf where you get a +2/+2. You don't have to worry about that. I think everyone else is just going to be a +2 to one and a +1 to another one.
One more time. It was 17, 15, 13, 12, 10, 8?
Yes.
Okay.
Theater.
Everyone just let me know whenever you're done putting in your initial stats. And then another thing I would like to know, because I think everyone, at least by level 3, which obviously you are, you're going to have a subclass. And I think everyone did say what subclass they are.
Oh shoot, I have to see if I can.
Berserker.
Berserker.
Berserker, my lady.
Be slanging that thing. That thing just happens to be.
Is that a subclass of Ranger?
Okay.
So
Fighter.
for Revenant, it says Constitution increases by 1, but Charisma decreases by 2, and both scores decrease further over time if vengeance isn't
We're not
achieved.
doing that.
Okay, cool. I wanted to check.
You just get a +2 and a +1 to 2 separate stats.
Technically, I'm assassin. I'll have to go physically do it differently because it doesn't let me have it.
Yeah, if characters aren't fully done by tonight, all I'm asking is they are completed by next week.
Yeah.
And then I would also like at least like some sort of copy or screenshot or something of your character sheet so I can like look over them or at least look them tonight or something.
For my character, what? Because I can also do a bard subclass. What subclass do you think would be best for her?
Let me look through parts.
For some reason, I kind of just clicked on whispers because I felt like that was cool and it has psychic blades and words of terror. I think that would be great.
It could be really cool. That was one that popped into my brain.
I was like, oh, that looks a little spicy.
And also, we are using the 2014 rules if you guys are looking at things like that.
Gotcha.
Eloquence.
Eloquence
Okay,
would be the
eloquence.
best? Okay.
It's literally the bard of words.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to be really good at persuading.
Oh, yeah, the silver tongue.
Uh-huh. Hey, you remember my bard their tongue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also only got to play Syl for like 2 or 3 sessions.
Is that...
Another reason why we will not be having torture in this because yet again it was ruined by a horrible man.
It's always a horrible man.
It is.
Always a horrible man.
Nick, I got my eyes on you.
Horrible man.
What are you gonna do?
Out of everyone, Gronk is the one I'm least concerned about
Right,
doing
yeah.
horrible crimes. I'm like, that's the expected ones. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go cave that guy's skull. And I'm like, okay, great.
And then
I
you
expect
look at Allura, who kills people as her job. But
Yeah.
Wow.
Gronk's over here like decapitating someone in the street, but then Allura is
That's always possibly
scary.
the goal-ish. No, wrong. That sounded bad. She promises them for that, and then usually she'll try and kill them before the act even happens. Yeah.
You say, how would that work with her being a siren? Because they need to have water every so often. No piss for you.
Yeah, what the fuck? She can have a drink here and there. Well, I have to look at, it's a homebrew subclass, so I have to look and see how that works.
It's a subclass?
Or a homebrew race.
It may ask you to have.
We will,
completely-
we will look at the race, the Homebrew
Let me
thing
check it, because it should.
here in a little bit.
Like, I had to look at the character for a little while, and she.
We'll look at that after we set everything up, and then we can like readjust after session, because I want to get through magic items and things like that to make sure you guys are set up, because I do have things planned where you guys are going to want to have your character sheets done. Wink, wink,
You
nudge,
told me
nudge.
to like not use DnD Beyond. I already did.
If it works for
I
you, then
suggest
okay.
not using it. That is me.
The only subclass it gave me was just Draconic Sorcery, which kind of works.
That's why I recommend not using it, because you have to pay to then unlock those things. Yeah.
Oh, I have to read. It's a good chunk. I'll read it in a second. It looks like it's just a lot of lore.
What I would recommend is either like a physical character sheet you can just write stuff down on, or you can literally look up 5e fillable sheet, and it'll pop up with one that you can just straight up save to your computer and pull up all the time. Like, that's what I do for Klex, my little goblin I play for my therapy one. I have that, and then I have it on my phone as well. I just got it with my Google.
If the free stuff is what you want, then it's still helpful, but it's not gonna have everything you need.
Oh, I'm a Storm Sorcerer, so that's basically the subclass.
Me when I'm spelling. I'm pretty sure Storm Sorcerer is quite
That is the subclass, yeah.
I am not a sorcerer player.
Do you guys have backgrounds yet?
I am an urban bounty hunter.
I put criminal spy.
I put noble.
Because
Mystic, who's just dead guy.
not only is she like a criminal, but like she's also doing it for information as well, not
Ooh,
just
I
to
like
kill
your
them.
sorcerer. You just get to speak primordial.
I
Yeah.
put dead guy down for background. That
And I speak Draconic too.
Word.
Oh, knowing this language allows you to understand and be understood by those who speak Aquan, Oran, Ignan, and Terran. So you can speak to all of the elements. Heart of the storm, more like heart of light balls.
Guys, I'm already so much. How can I make her evil? In my head, I already want to make her like an I can fix her character.
You guys are more than welcome to take your characters towards the I can fix them route. I am warning you. That's actually that's all. I'm just gonna say I am warning you.
I already talked to you about mine.
You are not playing on the side of love and care and understanding and compassion. You are on the side of darkness, results, and ruthlessness.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I
level bad.
am so not looking
I'm a
forward.
night stalking, crime fighting vigilante.
Because we talked about a certain aspect of my character, and like I'm excited, but I'm also so not looking forward to how it's gonna turn out.
Oh, I already have an entire arc planned out for that.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Sydney gave me things to work with. You think when Sydney's like, hey, here's cute pictures and fun things, I'm not immediately going to go and be like, hey, here's like 3 paragraphs of shit for that.
I know, I'm so scared.
I have sent some people whispers on Discord
Shit.
for background connections if anyone wants to look.
Revenants are only alive for a year, so I don't know how
Where
long
do
this
I
campaign is
find
going to go, but
Don't worry about revenant things with that. We can.
I say
easily
whispers as a metaphor. I just sent you a
wiggle
Discord
things.
DM.
Yeah, I think you're focusing a little bit too much on him being a revenant.
it's like a,
Just for think like flavor purposes, he's a revenant.
I
Stat wise,
can't
he is
find it.
not.
I'll figure it out
so I'll just,
later.
Stat wise, you will
I don't think
be.
I
I'm going to ignore that. And then,
Okay,
I was looking at that. I was like,
I
shit, I'd
was
probably
just
take that
felt
into
bad. I
account
was
for
like,
stats.
You are a
I sent some people because I'm getting
Okay, then I'll reborn. I just put dead guy for the
Also,
background.
you're on the proverbial
And
tavern, right?
let's go back and look
You
at
should look at the new
Hexblade
picture I sent.
stuff.
I'm kind of obsessed. I just like keep making pictures of my
You already have
character.
your person up.
That's her, but
So I'm
this
waiting for
being
people to
modern.
finish filling PP and stuff, and then we'll get to working on items of magic and whatnots.
I have like a whole album of myself in pick rooms on my phone.
I have like two magic items that I want, but I don't really know of any other ones.
I've been very focused on getting the guns done that I have 0 other
I just
for
have
items.
the necklace and the whip. And then obviously I'll probably get specific like magic arrows at some point, but that's not like crazy. I don't need to do that right now.
Colleen, your race is the reborn lineage, right?
Yes.
All right, you and Evan are going to have the same one. So that's going to be kind of cool, because then if you guys get like poisoned or you go into a place of disease, hey, you guys are just chill. Oh, also advantage on death saves.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to eat, drink, or breathe. You don't need to sleep, and magic can't put you to sleep. And you finish a long rest in 4 hours. Oh, great, you get the annoying elf ability.
Oh, trust. I already have all that written down.
Hexblade sub ability scores. That's what I'm looking for.
You guys also get the ability knowledge from a past life.
Yeah.
You get equal to your proficiency bonus. You can add a d6 whenever you're rolling for a skill. That's really cool. That's really good too. So that just makes you a little bit better at like, talking to people or remembering about the magics or the animals or stabbing someone.
Yeah,
I was like
roll a
thinking
D6
about that
for
since
what?
my girl has like the journal that she writes in, that's why she can, because it's like you can remember anything within the past month.
I think that was the feat that we gave you.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, because that was the keen mind where you have
Oh,
like,
yes,
I think it's
yes.
like an eidetic memory. Yeah, because knowledge from a past life is you temporarily remember glimpses of the past, perhaps faded memories from ages ago or a previous life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feat's very good because also another fun thing, and one of my favorite underrated parts of that feat is you always know which direction north is, no matter what.
I'm a compass bitch. Just don't put me near a magnet.
Fear Magneto.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch this stuff around.
I also like villain campaigns because then I can still just keep making villains and maybe they just have conflicting interests with you. Or it was like, oh no, I also sent those people after the same guy to see which one of you guys got it. This was a test. You succeeded. Good job.
Oh, my earbuds died.
Guys, Sydney died.
I'm gonna take a little break. My earbuds are dead.
What I need you guys to get done is make sure you have all your stats written down. You have your like species bonus, the +2 and the +1 for you. All +1 is pretty easy to do. And then we can talk about feats. If you want to do feats, we'll talk about those later.
Okay.
I'll help you guys figure those out. But you're going to get ones at 4 and 8, so you're going to get 2 ability score increases. You get an extra one because fighters get 1 and 6 as well. Because that's one of their things. It's like, yeah, you just hit stuff a lot, but also you get a lot of ability score increases or feats.
Oh.
But that's also like another +2 to 1 or +1 to 2, right?
Yeah, so at levels 4 and 8, you guys will get to choose taking a feat, which is like more flavor for your character, or like a specialization type deal. Or you can just take a ability score improvement where you get 2 points to put into any skills. You can put both into, or not skills, into your ability scores. You can put both of them into just one, not above a maximum of 20, or you can divide both of them between 2 skills. And remember, even numbers makes the modifier, your plus or minus, go up by 1.
Let me have you check your DnD on Discord. Well, I got something in my eye.
Ooh.
And now my contacts are weird.
I know, Nick, it was really funny. Right as you got up, so
I
he was
know.
like getting up, and she's like, what the fuck?
I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen too, and I felt bad, but I really needed to piss.
You guys are always welcome to go there for stream as well. I just have some clothes.
All right. While they're finishing their stuff up, Colleen, have you had any ideas for your like base equipment, magic items? Are you gonna be wearing armor and stuff? Because I think warlocks get light armor.
Yeah, she wears light armor since she's like a soldier. I didn't have anything in particular in mind. I mean, could we like enchant her sickles somehow maybe?
Yeah, because the way I'm thinking of this is less like the, oh, Google like a magic items page for 5e. I'm like, I want to make you guys items and make these your signature type deals. Like, it's like, oh, cool. And Ace is going to have their guns. I am making those guns. And so far, I have very fun ideas. It's like Mystic Staff, Gronk's Halberd, Allura's Whip, and Whip and Dagger could be kind of cool.
Like making the whip a dagger.
You know how you're talking about bards? We could do it like that. That could be your specialty. Is it's like cool. You developed a form of like
I like that.
you twist the dagger on and like whoosh. It could be like a serrated dagger. You know, like the sawtooth type deal.
I like that.
Ooh, spooky. What would yours be?
So,
I heard lightning bolt from Percy Jackson.
yeah, I want that. And then I also, now this is a homebrew magic item, but I want the storm shard crown. Yeah.
Hold up, I'm finna pop a goog.
When we were talking about
Ruler out here, out of crown.
Max was saying something about don't Google Ferb in the TikTok comments, and Sploosh was like, Ferb? And I was like, oh, it's a whole thing.
You said it's called the Storm Shard Crown? Nope, maybe? Nope. Bell Shard? No.
Shard.
Storm Shard Crown 5D stats. Round. What does it do?
Resistance to lightning and thunder. Cast call lightning at 4th level without concentration. While warm wind swirls around you, range attacks against you have disadvantage.
That's sick as fuck. Yeah.
My limit for items is going to be very rare items. I don't know what degree that one is at.
Just rare.
Just rare. All right, you're good. I'm like, you guys can go. You can have one very rare item. I'm gonna do 2 rare items, and then as many little common things as you want. It's like only one of each common. You can't have like, oh, cool, I want
cigarettes.
Oh yeah, that's below common. You can have as many cigarettes as you want. I don't think that would matter for your Frankenstein-esque body. Would she be able to taste it? Doesn't she not have a tongue?
No, she has a tongue. It's just someone else's. That's why she don't like
got
to talk
someone
that
else's
much, because
tongue
it
in
kind of
your
hurts. What just happened?
I said, oh wow, you got someone else's tongue in your mouth because Sydney was meowing.
Oh.
No, I was
Or she was meowing.
I was revving up.
Oh yeah, Sploosh's suggestion. The Hand of Vecna.
Or, what if, and hear me out, fuck no.
Hey, plot
Respectfully.
twist, one of my hands that got replaced is the Hand of Vecna. He found it on the ground somewhere and just like, this is a good hand.
If we were in the Forgotten Realms, I may consider it just for the bit, but we are not. I do want to run something in the Forgotten Realms, but I need to learn more
You have
lore.
to. You have to put Gale in there. You have to. You have to.
Hey, if I put any Baldur's Gate characters in there, fair warning, I know you guys are going to be annoying, so I will be murdering them on screen brutally.
Rah, 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 rah. Can I kiss him beforehand?
Maybe.
Then I'm okay with
Try to
it.
get to him in time.
What if your kiss is what kills him and then he blows up because of his titty bomb?
Goobies! It's all worth it for the goobies.
For the goobies.
I think that's still on the whiteboard, isn't it? Or not, okay.
If anyone erased that off the whiteboard, I'm dying. That was the only piece of me left.
I have to erase it eventually, otherwise it'll be there forever. And believe it or not, I do not want gooby fucking on my whiteboard forever.
Leave it forever.
Use isopropyl
No, I'm
alcohol.
good.
That should get it off.
If you're erasing it, that means you want me to die.
Incorrect.
Max, listen up. Your new mission is to always replace the gooby picture.
Max is now Colleen's emissary.
Yes. Max does my
Emissary
bidding.
of boobies.
Max, you get a good boy point.
Max does all your goobing.
That was a
Max
very
Horcrux.
interesting way of saying that.
Yeah, that was concerning. That was only a little concerning.
Yeah, I left Horcruxes scattered throughout your home, and the gooby one is one of them, so please don't destroy it.
Are any of them edible? Because if so, I probably eated it.
It's one of them is one of Sid's mild sauce packets.
For like 6 hours. Would that just make you one of her Horcruxes for like 6 hours?
Whores, one
If
of
I
your
eat
whores
one of
for
your
6 hours.
Horcruxes, would I hypothetically be one until I passed it?
Well, did you hear me? I said one of them is one of Sid's mild sauce packets, but you don't know which one.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I was going to say, we have probably like 3 or 4 dozen, so you're safe.
Saving throws are hand, wisdom, and constitution.
Another one, since I shed my hair everywhere, it's just a single long red hair. But that's all over your house anyway.
It is. It doesn't matter how much I sweep. There is constantly more hair. Like, I swept earlier today, and I looked down, I'm like, there's still more. How did that happen? I just swept.
There was one time, like, 3 months after I left for Springfield, I get a text from one of my coworkers, and a baby had one of my hairs, like, wrapped around its finger. Because...
Oh, no.
Not, like, in a bad way. It was just, like, there. But...
it was sometimes they can get wrapped, and then if they're a super tiny baby, it could, like...
yeah, it wasn't
strangle
a
their
hair
finger
tourniquet.
and it can
was just
fall
like
off.
they had it in their possession, and they're like, "It's been 3 months, and we're still finding your hair." If I ever get into a relationship, I'm haunting the narrative for the rest of their life.
That's spooky. Or you can just pull you guys and leave a massive poop in their toilet and make it clog.
Yeah,
that also works.
In their toilet? Nah, they did it on the bed.
No, I clogged the toilet.
Yeah, I'm like, no, Seth not clogged the toilet, but
No.
then Ulamir went up and pooed on the bed.
Yeah,
Oh, the Amber Heard, dude. That's insane.
Ulamir did what on the bed?
No, I just clogged the toilet.
You did.
No, I just clogged the fuck out of the toilet.
You didn't know Ulamir shat on the bed?
No, just Ulamir on that one.
No, I thought that Slipknot also shit on the bed too.
Nah, I clogged the fuck out of their toilet. Like irreparable plumbing damage.
Fiery tiefling shits with a nat 20 on poop.
Went to Taco Towers before I dropped that deuce.
Oh yeah, and you also have something that's soaked in tiefling piss.
Yeah, you did have a giant arrowhead soaked in tiefling piss.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
You guys still have that.
I know. I still haven't figured out what I want to invent with it yet. It's also
washed it off, right?
Sure.
Oh,
I don't know, man. I feel like I would have. I don't think I would keep something piss soaked on my person. I don't think Slipknot would, I should say. So
It's in the bag of holding. It's in a pocket of
yeah, so it would make everything in the bag of holding just reek of teeth and piss.
You open the bag of holding and it's just piss. It's disgusting.
You guys are just making fun of fucking Lilith's pee right now.
you need to drink more damn water, dude.
She should have pissed on the shield.
I wasn't even.
She didn't
It was literally a tiny
He
misunderstanding, and then you guys
corner.
took it so fucking far. I literally
Slipknot is the one that placed
you were
it
like, "Oh, you're
in a
pissing in the
tiefling piss
corner," and then I had no way of saving myself. You guys took it.
Never plan on DMing. I want you to think of this conversation right here, because this is shit that I actively have in my notes. I have to remember that you have a tiefling piss soaked arrowhead from a giant in your bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yup. Something that is been nagging at me from the last campaign is that we didn't open whatever Zafira's dad gave us. He like gave us all something. He's like, open it when you land, and then we didn't.
You did get immediately into combat upon landing. You landed and there was a gorilla and another gorilla and a big snake.
No, a gorilla, a very big gorilla.
There was a gorilla and a snake. And also evil mud. And 100 men.
I almost got killed by mud, bro. I forgot about that.
And also
That would've
100
sucked.
bears.
I saw your TikTok of this freaking bear.
The Bears win. That's not fair.
Yeah, I know. That one only got like 9 likes. I'm like, come on. People need to know about the bear incident.
I would have watched through it more, but I hate hearing my own voice. It hurts my brain.
Me too.
Me 3.
I hate hearing your voice too.
I was waiting for
Putting
it.
my head into a puddle and never standing up.
Me when I play Wolverine.
Oh, that was fun on Rivals too. I got to do that team up.
Hey, I'm actually kind of good at Wolverine now, and I just get to go turbotism mode.
Oh yeah.
I think I drove Quentin to the brink of insanity last night when we were playing, because I was
Oh,
like, guys, let me drive the Wolverine. They had a Penny Parker. I'm like, excuse me, lads, I need to go murder a child. It was just barking in the mic. Are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm Wolverine. Come here. And I grab people and you just
Yeah. There's something so comical about
Petition
getting
for next
taken
time
away from
someone plays Wolverine,
Wolverine.
start singing The Greatest Showman.
Bet. I got you. That was one of our shows my freshman year of college for marching band, because that was peak Greatest Showman time.
Yes.
Sophia, for your first level feature as a storm sorcerer, you can make little fart clouds around you.
I'm okay.
Jaeger
I feel
tried
like that's a
making that
useful
My
ability
Girls
to have.
thing.
I'm good.
No,
You need to
it's
stop
puffs of
pushing
wind
your
that
fart
make-
agenda on the people.
Wait, I think, yeah.
Anytime there's like wind or like poison cloud based ability, I'm like, it's a toot. But yeah,
I wanted
storm
my girl to
sorcerer's
have
first
aura
level.
of stinking flies.
I'm
Well, that's just one of the warlock dealios where you can have fly cloud.
yeah, fart flight screams aura. I'm not gonna lie.
Light screams aura.
Hey, that's going in the quote book.
Yeah, I had fog cloud.
Yeah, it's a fart.
No, that's just false.
Yeah, that's a fart.
You tooted and farted.
I'm watching it. Write it down.
She pisses when she farts.
Write it down, write it down.
Sometimes she shorts.
Booty rocking
cowgirl,
coming to the bar.
Got him stimming.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Can I go ahead and say
It's
I'm
like
not
in,
gonna
you guys
take
ever
this
see
because
Zootopia when it's like, what are
really
you doing? You're gonna start a
I
howl.
do the same thing.
Where?
All right.
No, okay.
And is everyone? Oh, sorry, I was shifting back into DM mode. I'm assuming everyone is done with their ability score improvements and/or feats.
Yes.
Okay, confirmation noises,
think
grunts,
so.
groans, yeses, no's.
Let me make sure.
I gotta get the modifiers.
Thank you.
That's all I'm missing.
How about that?
What's autism, guys? Never heard of it. Oh my god.
How about what?
Oh, why is that not working now?
Sorry, I was stimming.
Autistic I am.
Sorry, I was stimming.
Oh. Can
No
I change a little bit of like the siren race? Because
We're
I
gonna
like.
look at the homebrew after we're done here and after we
Can I
get through
just
stuff.
try to say something really quick? 'Cause I think it's cool, but also it says that because of their lack of socialization, like cryptozoologists theorize that they do not communicate with their tongues, but instead their thoughts. So it's like the psychic. Yeah, but I don't think that'll work for a
Mind
D&D
powers.
campaign and not speaking. So.
Well, you can just use psychic communication. There are like races in D&D that only speak telepathically. You can Professor X that shit.
Maybe
How'd
I
you
kind
find
of
the
like
feats?
that. I'll think
Maybe
about
like
it.
just.
I don't know.
If you are, what are you building it on?
I see.
You can just look up like feats 5e, F-E-A-T-S.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, we'll wait until after the session. I wouldn't do that right now because I want to make sure you guys have all of your gear and stuff.
But I think
we're good to go.
we will
then.
be Gucci like Stanley Tucci.
Hey.
Stanley Tucci.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that this morning when I was getting ready for work. I'm like, hey, I know that person. They're on my telephone. Hello, box child. All right. So signature weapons, I want to make sure for Anais, guns.
Guns!
For Laura, whip/dagger.
Whip slash. I wanted to have a crossbow. Crossbow and whip.
Crossbow. Okay. Barbed whip, crossbow deal. I think we'll do the barbed whip. I feel like that would be a much more unique weapon. And then you can also just have like a cool crossbow.
Yeah, that's
It's like we could still give you like magic crossbow with like poison tips or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That
Your
was my
tip
nickname
beat
in high
poison.
school.
You beat me by a second.
And Anais has her guns, but she also just has like a utility dagger.
Swiss Army knife. The
Yes.
blade's like 1 inch. I'm gonna get you.
There's
I
a
might be out of
fork on
hope,
there.
but I'm not.
You flip it out and it's the corkscrew. You're like, this is very intimidating, so I'm going to keep it out. But I'm going to get you. Run.
You guys ever see the horror movie Fork or whatever?
Fork?
He just
No.
kills people very slowly with a fork.
I think I want to watch that. That seems painful.
Why only a fork?
I don't know. It was a
He
YouTube
be
video.
forking. He forking.
Oh wait,
Let's
no,
see.
yeah, it is
Guns.
a spoon. Max, you're right. Of course, Max knew what I was talking about.
They're empty spoons.
Guns. Whip. Percy Jackson lightning bolt.
Literal talking stick.
Staff. Crown's just normal magic item. Unless you want that to be like your staple thing and you don't really have like a weapon and it's just like your sorcery. You can literally just fucking aura farm and just like
Shards.
hover. Oh yeah.
Shards.
Well, the fun thing with D&D is you can have it where it's like, yeah, technically like on paper I have a crossbow and the stats of that, but actually I shoot like repulsor blasts from my nipples because who gives a shit? As long as the stats roll the same, I really don't care unless you're doing something that just doesn't make sense at all.
Sit on top of my
Scan that
head,
and
but then when I
dick
was
lightning.
taller, it turns into like this like boomerang shard.
Oh.
Like mercury, liquid
It just
metal.
like
Yeah.
flips down in your hand.
Yeah.
Fucking go!
Yeah.
Hucking out lightning and ice. And like when you're casting cantrips and shit, it like pops into your hand from the ground.
So yeah, quarterstaff is what it's called, right? That's the name.
Yeah, I would trust that person to rule me. Not in a good way, more out of fear. What were you saying?
It's like the technical name, quarterstaff in D&D for the.
Yeah, it'd be like quarterstaff. We can come up with like fun names because you know all the greatest weapons have names.
I'm trying to think of some. It's a stick possessed by a shadow fell. That.
Don't worry about the Shadowfell part because we're not in the Forgotten Realms.
All right.
And that's part of like official D&D lore.
Bet. A sentient stick. A literal talking stick.
Yeah. Talking
Here,
about
Moses.
Both.
Plot twist. It's just the stick bug from Bug's Life.
Hey, what if the voice guiding you is your previous consciousness? And it's like, not like Moon Knight type thing, but it's like fighting back for control. And it's like, hey, I'm trying to help you do this thing that'll set me free. And it's like, you're in a spiritual world where like gods physically walk among people pretty commonly. So it's like, hey, you could easily have a thing where your previous soul is literally trapped in a cage in your mind and only this one specific action will let it out. And that's why you're on like the quote unquote like revenant path of, I gotta do this thing.
I fuck with that actually.
That could be kind of cool. Or alternatively, I have ideas. I'm gonna shoot you a couple ideas real quick.
All right, yeah, because this got me thinking too. Got some thoughts.
And then halberd. So you know how a halberd is axe head, spear point, hammer.
Sometimes hammer.
Sometimes.
I didn't think about the hammer.
I would have the hammer part.
I was thinking of doing that so you can be as versatile as possible, because then you have bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage.
Yeah.
All's going to be magical. Obviously, these are all going to be magical, so you can get
most
past this.
efficient killer.
Hey, yep. You must be able to crush armor, slice through peasants, and poke people in face. But what if you had a thing where it's like, cool, the spear can shoot like a little like beam or something? Like we could give you like a cantrip that you can shoot. So it's like, hey, there you go. We could give you like an Eldritch Blaster, just like a D8 blast that you can shoot out of it.
Kind of remind me of Jace from Arcane just now. With
Yeah, the big hammer.
The hammer just shoots a laser.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
JB Knock. It's coming full circle, guys.
God damn.
Could I do?
I was also thinking you could split it up into multiple weapons that flit around you, where it is like an axe, a spear, and a warhammer.
I kind of want to do something
Bless you.
more support style.
Ooh, support barbarian.
So like, if I like just put it on the ground, like the hilt on the ground, it acts as like a banner kind of thing.
And like a buff for everyone. Okay, we could easily do like we could just use like the bless spell as a counter or not a counter, like a template, because the bless spell is just anyone within like the got blessed by the spell gets a D4 to all their D20 rolls.
Yeah.
But hey, we could boost that up, and maybe it's like a bardic inspiration thing. It's like, hey,
Like everybody is
you
like
automatically
a 10-foot radius of me gets a buff of some kind.
Ooh, I think being like a soldier, it could be like a mechanical soldier, sacrifice some health, and instead of just like bonuses to that, then you could restore spell slots to people. Or you could do things like that, but then you are sapping your health to rejuvenate those around you because you are a disposable piece of machinery.
I am, and I'm also a barbarian with a shit ton of health.
Walking out big.
Damn.
Yeah, you
I
are
like that.
you are
That's
the
really
tank.
cool.
Hey, that's sick as fuck. Oh, you guys are getting infinitely more scary. I'm gonna need to make some chunkier health pools for my monsters. That's a good problem for
Don't
me to
worry
have.
about it.
I might even just be too weird about critical roll, but maybe 4 axioms. Like the template to start.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not even looked at that.
What Samantha was just showing me is the rod of mercurial form, which is essentially like it's just a stick, and then you say like axe, and it turns into an axe, or like longbow turns into a longbow.
That's pretty fucking dope.
But what if that's built into you, and that is part of your construction, and that could be like part of like the gold on like instead of like gold underneath it is like this mercurial shit, and you're just like, cool, halberd.
Yeah.
And you see it go, and that's what causes the vents to open up, the eyes to switch, and just combo robot.
I was like, I might be too obsessed with critical roll, but this is sounding familiar.
I was gonna say that's a really cool. I mean, also like versatile weapon type deals are just always good to have. I like to build those into anything.
All of my like attack, so because I have the slash, this pierce, and
All it would still have the same bonuses, yeah.
same bonus and same.
Yeah, it's just a different damage type. So think like if you shot a gun, but then you had different variation. It's like, oh, if I had a gun that did lightning damage versus just piercing, it'd do the same amount, just different kinds.
Because the regular halberd was like 1d10 slashing damage. So it'd be
a D10 piercing or bludgeoning, because then it's like, hey, if you're fighting a knight, cool, maybe more for flavor. It's like, oh, if you're fighting skeletons, slashing doesn't do as much. Bludgeoning, however, it be crunching dim bones.
Mhm.
Yeah, we could also do it. It's one like not exactly like Mjolnir where it's like straight and then back, but it's like a blink weapon where if you huck it at someone, it comes back to your hand.
Oh god, the drop near spear from.
Yeah!
We can incorporate magnetism into that. I feel like easily.
Make it blow up. Hey, you are playing on one of my favorite franchises ever. I do also like the drop near spear. Oh no, I guess I have to replay God of War Ragnarok. Uh-oh.
I still haven't got to play it actually.
We're changing that. I will watch you play through it.
I
I love that
would
game so
love
much.
to. I played the original God of War like 2018 or 2019.
Oh, Dad of War.
Yeah, I played that one at least 3 times through. And then I played like the original ones so many times.
Those were some of my first games.
Same.
I should not have been playing them.
Oh, absolutely not. I never owned them. I only played them at one of my friend's house.
because he had all 3 of them. Or no, he only had the first 2 because the third one hadn't come out yet.
Later, yeah.
Yeah. And me and him stayed up literally all night. We did not sleep a single bit just to beat both of them in one day. I was the only one who was able to get past those fucking the pillars in the first one, where you're in hell and you're spinning. Dude, fuck that level.
The second one's the hardest one.
Oh man, it's so good though.
No, I didn't say it was good. It's fantastic. It's just
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think your not your spear, your sickle would do?
Well, I was
Like the other
thinking.
sickles?
I was thinking we could do something where it's like, as a bonus action, I can like mark a target, and then from then on, that target, if I just like slash my sickles through the air, it can like slashes them as well, regardless of whether or not I'm like physically touching them.
Ooh, so it takes away like the melee range, so you don't have to make like ranged attacks. It's like you are my target. I will reap you.
Right.
That's kind of fucking scary.
That
I'll
was the
say
only thought that I had though. So if you want something else, that's chill.
that actually could be kind of cool. I'm gonna workshop that because I think that would be a little bit too busted if it's just cool line of sight, you're mine, and then slash. But we could do it. You have to have like physical contact with them at some point.
Yeah, that was my other thought, whereas like first I have to like actually like cut them with the sickle, and then from then on I can like slash at the air at them, but then I was like, okay, well, like what's the limit on that? Like if I cut like a bunch of people, does it like get them all at once on the next turn?
I think an easier way to do this would just be like bleed damage. It's like an insanely like an ever sharp sickle. So then if you cut someone, they just be bleeding. And it's like, cool, wouldn't be a lot of damage, but it's just continual damage. So even if you guys choose, like, hey, we're going to get into this combat. Oh, cool, Morgana, like, nicked the town guard with her sickle. Hey, that guy that has, like, 10 health, you walk away, and you just stand back a couple of rounds. You watch him slowly bleed out on the streets and go, haha, nerd, and then you Fortnite emote on him.
Oh, I do like that, too.
You still want to try to hit up Walmart?
Walmart.
That's a
I have a
good,
lot
like,
of fun
parallel
things to
to,
work.
like completely draining someone of life, because that's what happened to her.
And that's what I was shaking up. All right. I'm going to be working on these and sending you guys messages because I'm going to be kind of finalizing guns because those ones I've been working on for a while. And then I will get to work on the rest of your guys' dealios because this is very exciting.
So that's your character should like you didn't use guns, right?
I use guns.
Slipknot could be like the one who made your guns.
That's cool.
I feel like that'd be a thing, like because he uses guns too.
Yeah.
But you're obviously evil, so they're getting used for evil instead of good.
Hey, I don't think Slipknot gives a shit who he sells guns to. He made money.
It probably happened while you were still.
Yeah, well,
working
still
for
work.
Boris.
You're not even gonna remember me. I'm like, oh, did I do that? Did I give it to you?
Oh shit! I made a horrible person. Killing people.
You probably made thousands of them.
I mean, if we're thinking
There's
about
one
it,
gun
yeah,
that launches dinner
like,
rolls. You just don't know which
evil
one it
things been around for
is.
a year. I've made a decent amount of shit that's killed people for sure.
Tony Stark over here.
Yeah, except he doesn't get like clarity, like
You
realize.
are literally you are the armorer subclass as well. So you are literally just
Weapons.
alternate timeline
We have-
bitch Tony Stark.
We have two
dude.
versions of Batman.
Yeah,
and
we
then
have
Tony
two
Stark.
Batmen, a Tony Stark, sassy
Actually-
wizard, anxiety druid, and funny little guy.
Funny little guy!
I don't think technically we have two Batmen anymore since that's Jesus now.
Bat Jesus.
Bad Jesus.
Bad
Jesus.
Jesus.
But you're no longer like the vengeance kind of thing.
What?
It's
It's still a part of me. It'll always be a part of me.
I want to be
Sydney,
the only Batman.
Sydney is a human being. Who's your goal?
I'm half Batman. I'm half Batman, half
I'm just
Jesus.
Voldemort.
Cypress? Or you're talking about your evil?
Cypress.
I would say Voldemort.
Cypress is Voldemort if he got therapy.
Voldemort.
Not a lot
I
of
think
therapy, but like
closer to the Hermione
like-
Granger really,
Oh.
because
It's like
books where.
Also, Voldemort never got held hostage by a group of autistic. I don't feel like that would happen.
I don't know a lot about Harry Potter, but there's one thing I know. Hey, Hogwarts needs to have an autism assessment because they will get like a 99% score on that.
Yeah.
Student body wise.
Shit.
I think the 1% is the ones that died
Ah,
from various things.
No,
I take that, Cedric.
Isn't Cedric the one that also? It's Robert Pattinson, right?
Yeah.
keep his name out of your mouth.
Thank you.
What? Robert Pattinson or Cedric?
No, Cedric.
Why?
Because it's too soon.
It
Shut
happened
up,
like,
nerd.
it happened like what?
It
15
happened like
years ago?
9/11s ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Using my own bit against me. Can't believe you.
I'm using bits for evil, as I often do. Well, I think the last thing I'm going to leave us with this week is the setup. You guys finished speaking with Vibaris, and I will let the players know this is immediately after your other characters had their confrontation with him where he stole Lilith's ex-fiance's leg meat after she cut off his legs.
Yeah.
And then he sent out a call to 6 warriors he thought he would be very good for the job. And he is sending you out to destabilize a nearby town. He has already sent out an avatar to destroy everything around there and trust that it will be done.
It won't.
But any stragglers left in Altaria need to be taken care of by any means necessary. And that is where we're going to start. I will have you guys, at least we'll do like the outskirts if you guys want to do any sort of like planning or scouting or whatever type deal. Someone just throw you at the gates, be like, all right, go.
All right.
But that's where we're going to kind of rock off. So think about those things. If you guys chose not to take one of the ability score improvements, let me know so I can help you figure out some feats, give you some tips and stuffs. And then I will be sending out messages. I'll do them in Discord so it's easier to keep track of. And I'll be like, hey, here is your fun weapons.
I'm gonna message you on Discord for specific about how we encountered how I got my guns. You're supposed to be specifying how I got the guns as well, how you made them the way they are. We can rope him into that.
We just had, I was like, that'd be fun.
Oh, the base guns will come from Slipknot. All the other stuff.
It's like, even when Slipknot's not actively being a piece of shit, he still did stuff that perpetually makes him a piece of shit.
He used to be worse.
He could always be worse. Not by a lot. But he's pretty bad.
He's not
Most of the time by accident.
He's just a shit. He's not really like, oh, this person. He's not like evil like Hitler, you know, just like straight up just the worst kind of fucking person.
He just doesn't have
He's
empathy.
the kid who would moan in the back of class.
Literal apathetic individual.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what empathy is. That sounds stupid.
He's learning.
Slipknot would love Elon Musk.
Oh, don't say that.
Am I wrong?
I don't like Elon. I don't think Slipknot would. I hope not.
I don't think he would. Actually, no, I don't think he would like him. I think he'd view him as competition.
That's accurate.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, I want to be that guy. It's like, hey, he's trying to
be like a bad punk.
Wait, what?
Is he more like punk?
I'd say yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's like I don't like Elon, but I don't like anyone else.
I just don't like him a little bit more.
Yeah.
He's stepping on my shtick. He stepped on my shtick till I slipped knot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn it. I'm so funny, guys. Alright, well, that is where I'm going to call it for this week. If you have more questions, if you need help, shoot me a text. Try to send me screenshots of your character sheets as well so I can get those. Otherwise, yeah, we rocking. I'm very excited and also horrified.
There's some things that the Hexblade can do that are pretty fucking cool that I have already in mind for
especially with what you said for the setup. It's like we're going to go. What are we doing to the town? Destabilize it.
You were supposed to destabilize it and make sure that there are no people left remaining. Make sure it is cleared out of any potential.
Do we get to kill Cypress's father?
I can't.
Oh, someone remembered who's left there. Yay!
Oh god.
There's still people.
Slaughtered. Alright, I'm a dip because I have work tomorrow morning. I'll talk to you guys later.
Nerd.
Bye, bitch.
Bye! Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining in, as per usual. Max, I think you should try to convince Jaeger to guest star at some point. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I'm so excited to start this. Night Sploosh, thank you so much for coming in. I'm excited to see all your pictures. But we will be back next week with session 1. As of tomorrow, I'm hoping to play Baldur's Gate. It's just a matter of who I can play it with. But, oh, thank you. I'm so proud of her. I'm so excited. And the commission for her is almost done. So you guys are going to be able to see, like, a drawing of her really soon. The commission's almost finished. And as soon as I get that final piece, I'm sending it to the Discord. You guys get first look. But, so I'm hoping to play Baldur's Gate tomorrow. Depends on with who. If not, I'll play The Last of Us. I need to upload those videos. I keep forgetting about that. But I gotta work very early in the morning, so I'm gonna head out. But I'll see you guys later. Toodaloo.